Good morning, my friends. It's so good to see you today. I missed you last night when you were home. I want you to think this morning for our video about your favorite thing that you did at home yesterday. It could be dinner that you ate with your family. It could be watching the video of your teacher and learning about beginning, middle, and end. It could be playing with your toys. It could be seeing your brothers and sisters, whatever the case was. But I want you to close your eyes and start to think, what was your favorite thing that you did yesterday at home? Thinking. Now open your eyes. If there's someone watching the video with you, you can turn to them and tell them what your favorite thing was, or you can just tell me, what was your favorite thing that you did yesterday? That sounds like so much fun. I'm glad that you got the chance to do that with your families. My favorite thing that I did yesterday was making a video to talk to you guys. I remember we read our story about Elephant and Piggy. I remember we talked about the beginning of the story when they found their problem and their toy broke. I'm so excited to make another video and talk to you guys today. Right now, let's do a little bit of gross motor activity to shake out some of our wiggles and get started with our day. So I'm going to push the phone right back here all the way so you guys can see me dance too. And we're going to dance to one of our all-time favorite songs that we missed from school. Are you ready? Go ahead and find a spot where there's plenty of space for you to dance, where you're not going to knock into anything. And I'll get the song started.
Let's play the party freeze game.
Did you guys find a good spot?
Now remember,
All right.
when I say freeze, freeze. And when I say dance, dance.
Dancing, dancing all around. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Dancing any way you please.
But stop when I say freeze.
Are you frozen?
Everybody, get ready to hop.
Hopping, hopping all around. Hopping, hopping, hopping. Hopping any way you please.
But stop when I say freeze.
Stay frozen. Don't move.
Everybody, get ready to skip.
Skipping, skipping all around. Skipping, skipping, skipping. Skipping any way you please.
But stop when I say freeze.
I love the way you're frozen. Good
Everybody,
job.
get ready to twirl.
Twirling, twirling all around. Twirling, twirling, twirling. Twirling any way you please.
But stop when I say freeze.
Stay frozen.
Everybody, get ready to dance.
Dancing, dancing all around. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Dancing any way you please.
But stop when I say freeze.
Good job. Can you stay frozen? Stay frozen. Don't move. And now you can move. Good job, my friends. Oh, that was some good exercise. That helped us move our whole bodies, helps us get big and strong and get those wiggles out so we can be all ready to listen to our story. Let's scoot your camera back just a little bit and we'll take some deep breaths to calm down. All right. You can pick butterfly breaths, or you can do tall breaths, or you can do balloon breaths. I think I'm going to do balloon breaths today. So we're going to make the balloon in our tummy as big as we possibly can. Ready? Breathe in. You feel it getting big? Now breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. How many breaths did we just take? We took 2 breaths. So that was 2. Now let's take 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's do 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. That's 5. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, my friends, deep breathing is over. That's such a good way to calm our bodies and make sure that we can focus on our story. Today, we are going to read the same story that we read yesterday. It's called I Love My New Toy. Y'all are experts at this story by now. You know the characters, Elephant and Piggy. You know the story and what happens. Remind me, what is the problem in this story? That's right, they have a new toy, and they take it and they think that it's a throwing toy. Is it a throwing toy? No, because it breaks. And then that lands them in a world of hurt. Their problem is that their toy breaks, and they're mad at each other. Yesterday when we read this book, we worked really, really hard to try and figure out the beginning of the story when they found their problem. And we found out that in the beginning of the story, they throw their toy and it breaks. They find their problem here. This is the beginning of the story. Today when we read, we're going to look at the middle of the story, which is when Elephant and Piggy try and fix their problem. That's the middle. Can you say middle? Middle comes after the beginning. First is the beginning, next comes the middle, when they try and fix their problem. So when we read our story today, I want you to be thinking really hard. When do they try and fix their problems? That's when we'll know that it's the middle of the story. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and start. Think about the middle. I Love My New Toy by Mo Willems. I love my new toy. Hi, Piggy. What are you doing? Piggy says, look at my new toy. I love my new toy. What does it do? Says Elephant. I have no idea, says Piggy. Maybe, Elephant says, it is a throwing toy. I love throwing toys, he says. Here, Piggy says, try it. Yes! What does Elephant do next? Show me. He throws it into the air. Nice throw, says Piggy. Thanks, says Elephant. Here it comes, says Elephant. And then what happens? What happens to their toy? Break! What? What? Oh, wow. Their toy broke in the beginning of the story. Their toy broke. My friends have a problem. Now remember, think about when in the story they try and fix it. I broke your toy, says Elephant. You broke my toy, says Piggy. My new toy! I am mad, Piggy says. And sad. I am mad and sad. can tell that by the big cloud over her head, she's feeling really angry. I am sorry, says Elephant. Is Elephant trying to fix his problem by saying sorry? What does that mean? You are sorry, says Piggy. Very sorry, says Elephant. I think that Elephant is trying to tell Piggy how sorry he is so he can help her feel better. Piggy's mad at him, and Elephant doesn't want Piggy to be mad at him, so he says, I'm very sorry, to try and fix it. He's trying to fix his problem. But wait, if he's trying to fix his problem, does that mean that it's the middle of the story? I think that is what it means. Elephant is trying to think of a way to fix his problem. This is the middle of the story, my friends. This part right here, we've got the middle. Elephant trying to fix his problem by saying sorry. I don't care, says Piggy. My new toy is broken. And you broke it. They both cry. But then there's a friend who pops over. Cool, he says. What's the squirrel gonna try to do? Huh? You have a break and snap toy, he says. Snap. That is a fun toy, he says as he gives it back to Piggy. Enjoy. Beep, beep, doop, doop, doop. Huh? Break. Snap. Break. Snap. Piggy looks embarrassed. Do you want to play with my new toy? Piggy says. No, says Elephant. You don't want to play with my new toy? I do not want to play with your new toy. I want to play with you, Elephant says. Friends are more fun than toys. And they leave the toy as they run off together. You're it, Elephant says. No, you are, says Piggy. And that, my friends, is the end. That's right. Wait a second. We have that word up here too. The end. When their problems get fixed. Thank you for the story. Thank you very much. Woohoo! Now, do you guys remember where the middle of the story was? Remember, I asked you to think really hard and listen. Where was the middle of the story? Yeah, it was when Elephant tried to fix his problem. How did Elephant try to fix his problem? He tried to apologize to Piggy. He tried to say sorry. Elephant's problem was that Piggy was mad at him. And Piggy had a problem too, that her toy was broken. The Elephant tried to fix his problem by saying sorry to Piggy. Now he tried. Did it work right away? It didn't really work 100%, but we know that even if the problem isn't already solved or fixed, it's still the middle because they're trying to fix their problem. It was the middle of the story when Elephant tried to fix his problem by saying sorry. Now I'm going to show you some pictures from the book, and you tell me if it's the middle of the story. Yes or no? Is this the... Let me find the picture. Is this the middle of the story? No, we talked about this yesterday. What part of the story is this? The beginning, when the characters find their problem. Is this the middle of the story? No, because their problem is already fixed. That's the end of the story, when they run off and play together, because their problem is fixed. The middle of the story is when Elephant tries to fix his problem. So what about this? Is this the middle of the story? When he says, very sorry. Yeah, this is the middle. It comes after the beginning, after their toy breaks, and before the end, when their problem gets fixed. Here we have Elephant trying to fix his problem. And since he's trying to fix his problem, we know that it's the middle of the story. He's thinking of ways to try and fix it. Good job, my friends. We're going to read that story one more time tomorrow, and guess what we're going to talk about? We already talked about the beginning. We already talked about the middle. Tomorrow we're going to locate the end of the story. That's right. But you know what? It's going to be so much fun because that is one of my favorite stories, and I know that we love Mo Willems so much. So today for our parent activity, we are going to do a counting game that we do in class. You don't need a lot of things to do it. You need either a dice that you can roll, or you can just write numbers on a piece of paper and cut them into little pieces and then just have your student draw a different number instead of rolling a dice. And then you need something that your student can count out. So it could be pieces of cereal or like Cheerios that you put on the table. It could be toys. It could be pieces of clothing. It could be anything that you want, just something that's small enough for them to grab and count. And it's a really simple game. You play it with your student, and you're going to be on your own team and they'll be on their team. So each one of you will either roll the dice or pick a number that you've written out, and then you count out however many the number that you drew is. So if you roll a 2, then you'll count out 2 of whatever you're drawing, and then you have 2. And then it's your student's turn, and they'll roll the dice, and maybe they get 5. Then you're going to help them count out 5 of those things. And then you can set an arbitrary number to, whoever reaches it wins. It could be whoever gets to 10 first wins, whoever gets to 20 first wins, depending on what numbers your student feels comfortable with. And then you can just play this game however many times you want. And that helps students practice the skill of counting out. So counting out looks very different than just counting, because there's counting like memorization counting, which everybody can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You just list off the numbers. But what an even trickier skill is to be able to have a group of something and to count out a specific quantity. That helps students practice not only knowing counting in numbers, but also quantity, like knowing that a specific number stands for a certain number of things. Knowing that the number 5 isn't just a word that I say, but means that I grab 5 of something. Knowing that the number 7 means that I grab 7 of something. So you can roll the dice, you count out how many you need, they can count out how many they need, and then as soon as they count it out, then you can take their finger and help them practice counting it too. Make sure that they touch every single object just one time for the number, because that's something that preschoolers have a tough time with. And then you can play this game however many times you want. It'll help them with numeracy, help them learn their numbers and counting, it'll help them practice quantity, and it'll help them practice knowing that when they count out something, they touch it just one time for everything that they're counting. I hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.